Hey guys, I'm Ryan Naylor here to help you grow as a guitarist, and today I thought I would bring some Travis picking to the channel. This was inspired by a lesson I went through with a Skype student recently. This was Just Breathe by Pearl Jam. Very reminiscent of a song like Dust in the Wind by Kansas or Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, those really famous sort of finger picking patterns. What today's lesson is going to be is how to break it down, how you can learn this in stages if this is something entirely new to your picking hand. So if you're a big fan of picking patterns, I did a lesson a little while back with my top 5 patterns. The one for today is actually number 5 on that list, so there's another 4 patterns for you to go and check out over there. I'll put a little link in the card. That way. If you would like a lesson on Just Breathe or Dust in the Wind or any of those other songs, then please don't forget to leave a comment below. So let's take a zoom in and I'll take you through this process. So Just Breathe has a couple of picking variations, but what we're going to do is just focus upon the first pattern in the first measure, going like this. Very Dust in the Wind. We'll come to that a little later on. But what I've got is an open C chord in the fretting hand, and the way we're going to start with this will be just focusing upon the thumb. And the thumb in a Travis picking style is going to alternate between the root note, string 5, and then string 4, which will be the third of the chord, the E. Now at each stage I've demonstrated this with a metronome. It is super important that you use a metronome as you do this to keep yourself in good time, to create good technique and make sure that you can play this all in time, and to show you as you progress, because with each practice session you want to be setting your metronome faster and faster until you get to the target speed. Do it at whatever tempo is comfortable, that you can do that comfortably in time. You see I've got some lovely nails, which always scare my students. They are useful, not essential. A bit of nail is good for this, but you can still get by with using the pad of your thumb and the fingers. Okay, so phase 1, thumb back and forth, 5, 4, 5, 4. Phase 2 with this then is to start introducing the fingers to the thumb picks, and the thumb is going downward, a downward motion from above the strings. These fingers are going to come from underneath and pick upwards. Okay, so we're going to have, first of all, we're going to have the middle finger, M, on string number 2, and that is going to be picking from underneath and coming up. So that pick will be on beat number 1, along with the thumb on string 5. It's going to go like this. So stage 3 is when things start getting difficult. We're going to start to add finger picks in between the thumbs. If we're thinking about picking on the beat with the thumb, these would be the down beats, and we're now going to pick in the up beats, the ands. If we were to count this rhythm, it would be 1, 2, and. So this index finger on string 3 is going to pick on the and after beat number 2. Once that is okay, we do a similar thing in the final 2 stages. Stage 4 would be to add in the middle finger after beat number 3 on the upbeat of 3. And then finally, once you have that, you're going to look to add in the index finger again on the upbeat of number 4. Once you've got that all together at a specific tempo, then you're just going to be repeating it, repeating and repeating and repeating. Thank you, kids. Now, to make this more interesting, this is when you have to look to try and create something a little more musical than just one static chord. So what you could look to do, if you have a chord, we're working on a C chord, what other chords are rooted upon string number 5? You could have an A minor, so you could do a little bit of, or A minor 7. Always working with the beat as you do this. But just create something a little more interesting so you don't get so bored as you practice this. There's a C to the A minor 7. You could also look to add in a passing chord, kind of like Fleetwood Mac's Landslide. You've got the G over B. So you could do C for a couple, G over B, A minor, G over B. Just keep on doing the same pattern. The key thing here is that you're just repeating the movement of the fingers. You're developing that muscle memory in the hand without moving around, okay, just on that same string set. So just as we can change the bass notes and the chords, we could just change notes on the higher strings. So something like Dust in the Wind. It's the movement on string number 2. C, major 7, add 9, C. Okay, so that's option. You can change the chord or you can change notes within the chord to create something maybe original, something new. And last but not least, when you come to do this on a different pattern, the process would be the same. So thinking back to Just Breathe, we have a pattern. When the bass note is on string 6 for the chord of G, you would do exactly the same thing. The last phase then is putting the two patterns together. So you have the pattern for the C chord and the pattern for the G. Of course, always working to a beat, doing it at a tempo that is comfortable, that you can do it without making any mistakes, and just build it gradually, and you will get there. So there you are, guys. That is how I think you should best approach a picking pattern like this, with this alternating thumb and those fingers going in between the beats. Get a metronome going and build it up gradually in stages. And once you're confident with the pattern, then try and make it musical. Rather than sitting upon the one chord, try and create something new. Change the chords or change the notes within the chords, and you're gonna get something much more interesting and make your practice session that much more fun. So don't forget, please, a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you are new here. Welcome. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit that bell icon for future channel notifications. You take care, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye! I'm playing. Live with kids.